MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. To the plate now, Tommy Edman. He grounds it sharply to third. Kipnis on to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Stepping up to the plate, Tyler O'Neill. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
Yeah, he's right in the prime of his career right now. These are the years you really expect to see the best of what this guy has to offer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cards leave 1. It's the Cardinals 0. Cubs coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Dakota Hudson will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
curveball got him swinging for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
The 3-1. Pulled toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting first, the third baseman, Bryant.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now here it comes. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he has a 3-for-12 line. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Bader, originally from New York State, he was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 13.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's got the average to 321, 25 homers, and 59 RBIs. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Hayward. Still going back. Gone! solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
So now to the plate, Brian O'Keefe. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 43.
Settling in now, Dakota Hudson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Look out, 1-1.
Wong leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wilson Contreras, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
Pretty impressive for a catcher. It's rare that you see a catcher maintain a great average over the course of a full season.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting 5th, the first baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
Yeah, man, what a year this guy's having. Hey, D-Row, this guy has more RBIs than anybody in the league.
He's having a monster season, Dan, and I can't help but fall in love with guys who just have that ability to drive in the big run. I can name you every guy on every team I played that had that knack for coming through in a big spot.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Hit down the line at first. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line, a fair ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And it's quickly 0-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a base hit, the first of the game for the Cubs. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
So striding in, Jason Kipnis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Racing back the center fielder into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Number 11 for him on the season. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Wow, the pitching staff has to love this one, right? They were down 1, and with one swing of the bat, they're up 2. What a turnaround in this one.
Stepping in now, Jose Quintana. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Three runs already home here. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Wong onto the grass. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. But the Cubs do get three on the three-run home run. We've played two. It's now 3-1 Chicago. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. Line to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third, and as you see there, he's currently pacing this Redbirds team in that category. In now, Tommy Edman, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in to try it again, Tyler O'Neill, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-0. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's 1 on to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So 1 gone here in the St. Louis third, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. First delivery to him on the way. Line toward the alley in left center, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 3-2 contest. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. Lifted in the air to center field. Happ is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Cubs.
And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. Nothing in 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. This is foul right side. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals 2. All set for the start of the 4th, and that brings up Matt Carpenter.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
In there, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And that misses 1-1.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now here's a shot out to right center field. Heading for second is Carpenter. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Colton Wong will stand in. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. A base hit in his first trip. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Pulled toward right center field. Hayward on the run. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. Carpenter ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit. Lacing a double of his own could be a big inning if this continues.
Standing in now, Brian O'Keefe, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, number 43.
So stepping in, Dakota Hudson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Three runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. From the stretch.
Nope, that's inside.
Three runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Hard on the ground toward short. Baez has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One for the Cardinals thanks to this man, Colton Wong. Bottom of the fourth coming up. We're tied now at 3 apiece. just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey.
The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The next 0-2 is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The pitch.
Ball 1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
1 out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the 2nd casualty of the inning.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Back on it is the left fielder, and it's gone into the bleachers. A A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far as they take the lead 4-3.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
The center fielder, number 8.
At the plate, Ian Happ. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now the 1-0. Sliced down the left side, but foul. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in, Tommy Edman.
Leading off for St. Louis, the right fielder, number 19, Tommy Edman.
Now here it comes.
Ball, action time.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. The 1-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
To the plate now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw not nearly in time, so despite the great effort, that'll go into the books as an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roy, you see your shortstop get a glove on it, you're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw, and a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. And that misses 2-2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Here now the 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
At the plate, Harrison Bader. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First and second now. 1 man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Roll. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Throw won't get him.
With that base hit right there, D-Roll, that's his 3rd RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly, almost given his team a chance to win this one.
Into the box now. Brian O'Keefe hit pretty well out toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's not going to get it. And the 2-out rally continues. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it 7-4.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Trevor McGill will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 29, Trevor McGill.
At the plate now, Dakota Hudson. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cardinals lead it 7-4. Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line. A fair ball.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Victor Caratini will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 7, Victor Caratini.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders. But now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
2-0 pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Clips the corner of the zone with a sinker for a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
The 3-2 pitch. Carpenter in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Working for the punch out, and the offering lifted out towards straightaway center field. Bader is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs strand 1. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ryan Tepera takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, right fielder, Tommy Edman.
Digging in once again, Tommy Edman. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Now the pitch. One out, nobody on. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Tyler O'Neill. He swings and lines it to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They hold a 7-4 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant.
The 3rd baseman, Chris Bryant.
John Brebbia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 60, John Brebbia.
First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And now pitch on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Seventh inning ready to roll, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Paul DeYoung.
First pitch on its way. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. And a Good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Harrison Bader. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and out of here. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year, and they double him up. It's 8-4.
Well, you could see when that one was tracking towards home, that was a hanging breaker right over the middle part of the plate, and that one wasn't coming back.
Matt Carpenter will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat. And right into the shift. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Here's Colton Wong now, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. In comes the center fielder, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, two-seamer, pitcher, sinker baller, what have you, you're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
So now to the plate, Brian O'Keefe, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to right field. Hayward is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Cubs 4. Bottom of the inning now, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat Kyle Schwarber.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Belted high in the air out to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
now batting, center fielder, Ian.
In now, Ian Happ. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Racing back the left fielder. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now an 8-5 ball game. Stepping up now, Jason Kipnis. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here's the pitch.
Count is 1 and 2.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, David Bodie.
Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-0. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Cardinals 8 and the Cubs 5. Kyle Ryan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Kyle Ryan.
Stepping in, John Brebbia, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ryan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Grounded up the first baseline. Another one sent foul. Here's another 0-2. Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19, Tommy Edman.
Standing in, Tommy Edman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Ryan, a native Floridian. He was a 12th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Ball 3.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
2 out, nobody on. Ground ball, foul down the left side. And another foul ball. Full count, here it comes. Grounded down the third baseline. The 3-2 one more time. Line hard to the left side. Foul.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hard on the ground towards short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Tyler O'Neill.
To the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Another 0-2 coming. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Paul DeYoung. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He's set. Here it comes. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground to third, right to Bryant. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. They're on top by 3, 8-5. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage. 1
ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And the quick hands of Baez a little too quick that time as he pulls this one foul out of play. Again, a 1-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And there's 1 away. So coming to the plate, Jason Hayward. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, that's low.
Got to find a way to scratch at least 1 across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
The 1-0. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Chopped towards first. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that, the inning comes to a close. Cubs are down in order, still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. Jeremy Jeffress enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set for the start of the inning, and into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First pitch on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Colton Wong. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit down the line at first. One there on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Nothing further in the Cardinal ninth. Last chance coming up now for the Cubbies. They'll need 3 to tie. It's an 8-5 ball game. Digging in, Wilson Contreras 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Giovanni Gallegos comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
8-5 today. St. Louis get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Dakota Hudson gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Jose Quintana allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Giovanni Gallegos closes the door for the save, his 26th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.